Hey y'all, welcome to episode 12 of the Christmas card series here at Rice and Crafts. Today I'm going to do a card with the La La Land Craft Digi-Stamp Ice Skater Marcy. I'm going to tell you quick how I did something, and then as usual there's a list of supplies and measurements on my blog, and there will be a link in the description bar below. So to emboss the bigger sizes, because I'm making 5x7 cards, so this layer here is going to be 4.5 by 6.5. So to emboss that in my regular sized embossing folders, I turn them sideways and run it through my embossing machine, my Big Shot, and then I bring it out and I bring it down on the other side, just like I did before, and I line up that, the side here with where the embossing folder ended before, and I bring it down so that, number one, the patterns aren't repeating, and they line up better if you move them down to the bottom from the top. And then I just run it through my embossing folder again. And that embossing folder is the Cuttlebug Snowflake embossing folder. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do some stamping quick. I'm going to use some Danube Blue Memento ink. And the stamp I'm using is In the Eyes of Children by Stampabilities. And I'm just going to ink that up. And I'm just going to stamp that in the middle there. And I'm not going to get too fancy on this card because this card is going to be for a child. So, my little cousin is an ice skater, so Ice Skater Marcy is perfect for her. As a matter of fact, she won 2 first places in a competition this weekend, so we're really proud of her. Alright, so I'm just going to line up my stamped panel to this little piece of cardstock here. And that is actually the only patterned paper in this card. And that patterned paper is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. We'll just go ahead and put that down. Alright. So now I know that's going to be centered, and this is going to represent my ice here, and then Marcy is going to be on top of that. So I need to decide where I want that to be, and I'm thinking right about there. So I'm going to grab a pencil and just make a quick pencil mark. And this circle I cut using the standard, I was going to tell you right, the Nestability Standard Circle Large, and I used the largest die. And I cut that on some glossy photo paper. Alright. And of course I can't find my eraser. Oh, that's because it's not where it belongs. It's over here. I'm just going to make sure that pencil tick is not there. Alright, and I'm going to use some foam tape to adhere my little piece of ice down. And this is some 1/8 inch foam tape here. Just peel the backing off. Whoops. Try the backing there. Alright, there we go. And now I'm just going to grab, before I do that, I need to go ahead and adhere this back panel. And I'm just going to use a little bit of thermal web tape, which is pretty much the same as score tape. It's in that family. It's just a different brand. And I'm using that because with all of the embossing back here, you really do want to use a pretty hefty adhesive. And my Elmer's adhesive works great when you're adhering 2 layers of flat pattern, you know, paper or cardstock. But when you start adding ridges and stuff, it just doesn't work that great. So, let me grab my tweezers here. And now we'll just pull the backing off. Alright. There we go. Okay, and now I'm just going to line this up. And then we'll just come down. And I used glossy paper or photo paper because I wanted this to be kind of, you know, I wanted the light to catch. And now to put Marcy down, I'm going to use a little bit of foam tape. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to use foam tape where she's going to where it's going to overlap the ice. Because then I'm going to use some 1/4 inch pop dots on the rest of her. Okay, and now I'm going to grab some pop dots here. And I'm just going to cut one in half for her little arms. Okay, and I'm just going to peel the backing off of these. one there. Alright, and then we're just gonna get her this guy. Okay. There we go. Now she's gonna lay flat. There we go. Alright, and then I'm gonna stamp a Merry Christmas sentiment. I forgot to get out, sorry. Well, here, we'll use this one. And grab my blue again. And I'm going to use the Danube blue again. And I'm just going to pull my trimmer in here. And alright, and I'm going to grab a piece of blue cardstock. And I'm just going to do a banner shape here. There we go.
Hi there, are you?
Sorry about that.
What?
I'm going to go ahead and trim this out. And I'm just eyeballing it. And then I'll go ahead and come in and do another banner here. And I'm just going to throw a small piece of foam tape on there and angle that above her. And that's our card for today. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see y'all next time.